What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Bat. Happy Monday. We have baseball today, which means we have a show. Alpha, how you doing? How you been? How was your weekend?
Another good weekend, my friend. Ready to dive into tonight's slate. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good. Let's not even say another word before we shout out the show's sponsor, Pure Wage. Make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter. That's Pure Wage 5 on Twitter. Best in the business. Make sure you guys go check him out. Big MLB slate. Well, actually, no. Medium MLB slate tonight, but still a lot of good things to go through. Let's go through the weekend, and our weekend recap is brought to you by our friends over at Pickett. Make sure you guys go check them out too, man. Free plays on there every single day. Giving out weekly cash giveaways every single week. Code ATSSPOT. That's ATSSPOT. Alpha, weekend recap. Start with the logo that's behind your head. What do you think?
Man, they get no hit almost 2 full games in a row, but Sunday they come through. They get it back late. 6-3 win off an Aaron Judge walk-off homer. This team, even when they're doing bad, seem to turn it around and make it good. It was a 50-50 split with the Astros. Can't complain with that. What'd you think?
I thought that the losses they had were terrible, and the wins they had were incredible. It was a complete, there was no loss they had where it was like, yeah. There was no win they had where it was like, yeah. It was just like, wow and wow. Like two totally opposite ends of the spectrum. I think if you're a baseball fan, you got to be excited because these two teams are on a collision course, absolute collision course for possible ALCS. I mean, we're far away from that. We'll see. But Aaron Judge just keeps doing his damn thing. 28 home runs on the year. He is on pace for about 62 at this point. Hope he'll get it, man. It'll be historic to see that.
100%. Hope he gets there. Anything else that got to you from the weekend?
Mets smashing. Red Sox mashing out of nowhere. They are now they're having a great June. Their bats are alive. They had I believe a 6-0 week. They didn't lose last week, and they find themselves second place in the AL East. It's going to be a great rest of the year in the AL East. I'll tell you that. Other than that, not much. How about you?
Yeah, biggest takeaways with the Yankees for me. That's what I was dialed in on. Happy they got the win yesterday. Would have been a very bad loss. They would have lost 3 out of 4 at the Astros. But people want to hear picks. People want to know what we think. Ready to dive into tonight's slate?
Rock and roll. What's the first game on the slate? All right. Wow. Starting right off where we should be, baby. With the A's and the Yankees coming live from the Bronx. It's interesting. Yankees going from playing teams like the Blue Jays, the Rays, the Astros to now a big bottom dweller. But we got Montgomery on the mound for the Yankees, and probably the best pitcher the A's got him, Blackburn, on the mound for the A's tonight. Yankees are a colossal money line favorite today at -260, -300 at some other places. What are we thinking here? What's the play here? I mean, there's only really 2 angles to look at this.
Yes, for sure. I wouldn't be comfortable taking the Yankees in the -1.5 today. I do have them parlayed. Get to the second leg later on the show. I believe it'll be a close first 5 as well. I don't like anything on the first 5 or the run line here. The Yankees, I think, win this one by 1 run. Blackburn's had a good year. He had a really bad last outing. Expect him to bounce back. Hefe, what do you think here?
I know you said you're scared, but I'm not scared. I like the Yankees here at a -1.5. It's at -135 odds here. It's where I'm going with this. I think this is going to be a close game in the first half of this game. Blackburn has shown that he can compete. He's a pretty good starting pitcher, but I think in the bullpen is where the Yankees open this up. I can see them hitting some home runs in the 7th, 8th. innings and closing this one out. I'm going to take the Yankees on the run line here at minus 1.5.
Let's get a big win here.
Absolutely, man. All right. You guys ready to keep on rolling? Red Sox and the Blue Jays, second game on the slate today. This one sees a Red Sox pitcher I have not heard of before. So let me get his name out. Connor Seabold. Great name. What's his situation, Alpha? Second career start. Okay. Well, it's a doozy. He's got the gas man, Gausman, on the mound in Toronto tonight. Gausman not having that great of a year. He's 2-3 with a 4.76 ERA at home this year, which is bad to say the least. Where do you lead in with this one?
It's a no play for me. Gausman's been unplayable this year. Almost every time he starts, he's at a minus 175 or higher, and he has a 5-6 record on the year. So there's just been no value backing Gausman on this one. Nothing for me on this one. The Red Sox have been hot, but I can see them cooling off tonight. No play. What are you thinking?
Nothing for me either. I'm a little bit worried about Gausman's ERA at home and the fact that I really don't know what to expect out of this pitcher. The Red Sox have been so hot. I would love to take them if I knew if this was a pitcher with anything that I could back statistically wise. But being that it's in Toronto on the road, it's a real favorable line for the Red Sox, who, like I said, have been smoking hot last week. I'm a little bit skeptical. This is one I'm going to skip.
Yeah, looking back at Seabold's first start, he only has one in his career, was last year. He went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, a homer, 2 walks. He was not good, and that game had 17 combined runs in it. So no action for me with that one going.
All right, brother. Let's keep it rolling, man. Making great time here, giving the people what they want. Twins, Guardians. This is another one where it's an interesting pitching matchup out of Cleveland. We have Sonny Gray. Yes, he's still in the league, and he's 3-1 with 2.5 ERA this year, going up against the young right-hander Triston McKenzie of the Guardians. He had a lot of hype coming into this year. I don't know if you remember or reading up on him, but I remember I was. And I mean, maybe it's not his fault, but he's 4-5, 3.5 ERA, a whip just over 1. I lean with the Twins here on the road favorite here, and not a spot the Twins find themselves in a lot, but they beat up on Colorado, the Rockies here recently. They took 2 out of 3, scoring 6 runs in the last 2 games. Bats are kind of hitting. I think I see more of the same against a young McKenzie in Cleveland. I'm taking the Twins on the money line. Surprisingly, I'm backing Sonny Gray.
I actually like the under in this spot. Taking a look at McKenzie's numbers in depth, he's 1-0 at home with only a 2.76 ERA. The Guardians have been playing well as of late as well. Then you look at Sonny Gray, who is 1-1 on the road, also has a sub-3 ERA. He has a 2.84 ERA. I expect this one to stay low. The thing with this one is either it's going way over or way under. I don't think it's going to be close in either way, but I do think it goes under 8, one of my favorite plays today.
All right. I like it. Let's keep it moving, baby. All right, this is probably one of the best pitching matchups that we have tonight. The Fish are in town into St. Louis to play the Fighting BBBs, the team formerly known as the St. Louis Cardinals. Update: BBB is flying home from Cameroon today. It is a 17-hour flight, 2 layovers, both international. We hope he will be in town and be able to be on the show tomorrow. We have no idea if he speaks English anymore. We're going to find out tomorrow. We have not heard from him in over a week. Word on the street is he had a major surgery done. We will see it live and in person tomorrow. But God bless you, BBB. If you hear us, we miss you. But in all honesty, BBB's number 1 sexiest man alive, Adam Wainwright, is on the mound tonight. He refuses to age, but he's 5-5 with 3.3 ERA across 84 innings pitched, going up against a great pitcher, Pablo Lopez, for the Fish. 5-3, 2.6 ERA, a whip just over 1. Cardinals are a slight home favorite. Alpha, what do you think?
Yeah, the biggest story to me in this one is you take a look at the lineups for the Fish tonight, and there's no Jazz Chisholm in the lineup. He's been absolutely electric. He's fun to watch. But without him in the lineup tonight, I really do love the under. I think the total is elevated just a little too high. It's sitting at 7.5. I think we'll see a classic pitching matchup between Waino and Lopez. Take the under 7.5. Definitely another one of my best bets. So a little preview on that. And shout out BBB. Excited to get you back tomorrow, brother. What do you think about this one, Hefe?
I like what you just said, and I like it a lot because I'm on the Cards. I think it's a good spot for them. I'm backing Waino at home. This guy he's He's not Verlander-esque in terms of how he refuses to age, which let's not even start on Verlander. Man's 39 years old, coming off of Tommy John surgery. He's 9-3 this year. He's going to pitch until he's 75. I'm now certain of it. I'm with the Cardinals at home here. They're a much better home team than they are on the road. And even though I respect the Marlins and what they've been able to do, I mean, 5 games under 500, but they have one of the worst lineups in baseball. They're just doing everything they can to give this pitching rotation some support. I just don't think tonight they get it done. Taking the Cardinals.
Yeah, without Jazz Chisholm, it's hard to back the Marlins this year.
Yep, agreed.
What do we
got next? Rangers Royals coming right out of Kansas City. Perez on the mound for the Rangers. He is 5-2 on the year. Excuse me. He's only pitched on the road one time. He's 1-0 with a 1.76 ERA in that game. He's 4-1 at night pitching. He's in Kansas City today, where got Bubic on the mound, who is 0-3 with a 7.78 ERA pitching at home. I'll start this one off taking the Rangers on the road here. I'm going to back Perez. It's rare to have the Rangers this high of a money line favorite on the road. They've only been a favorite in general this year 23 times. But I think this is a good spot. I really do. I'm straight up fading Bubic here. It's just how it matches up. Taking the Rangers.
It's hard to take the Royals this year when they do have Salvi Perez. He's not in there again tonight. He's still banged up. This team's been one of the worst teams in baseball, if not the worst team in baseball. This is one of their worst starters as well. And they're going up against the Rangers' best pitcher so far this year. Perez has had a great year, and you have to go the Rangers in this spot. If they happen to not get it, it is what it is. But I'm all over the Rangers on the money line, minus 140.
I like it, man. I like it. Looks like we align. All right. Got 1 or 2 possible more games left. This one for sure. White Sox Angels straight out of L.A. Syndergaard Giolito, another good matchup. But you know what, Alpha? Me and you have been really singing Syndergaard's praise. I think I'm about done with that shit.
No, I'm with you.
I really done. He's 3-2 at home this year, which is where this game is, a 2.39 ERA, but 1-4 on the road with a 6.5 ERA on the road. I know that this game is at home, but still, this is scary stuff, man. The guy is 0-3 in June. 3 straight L's. Alpha, Giolito on the mound for the Sox. Angels are home favorites. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not touching a side in this one. This one is an overplay for me. Both of these guys are big-name pitchers, both former superstars. Neither is a superstar any longer.
Really think? Yeah, no, good. Yeah, I was gonna
They're
say.
not.
Was Giolito really ever that like
Absolutely.
that superstar? Syndergaard had that moment. Syndergaard did have that moment, especially during that run where we were literally calling him Thor.
Yep.
God, that was short-lived. It's so funny. That was such a weird time for Mets baseball. They had 2 different
100%.
guys with 2 different superhero names, none of which are even remotely like what is way more irrelevant in I can't even think of his freaking name right now.
For the Mets?
Yeah, who was Batman for the Mets? He was the best pitcher ever for them. Matt Harvey.
The the guy just got in trouble.
Matt Harvey.
Yeah, the one's in court. Yeah, but back to this game, Hefe. This one's definitely sailing over, in my opinion. It's my favorite play of the night.
Really? Wow. Okay.
By far. I mean, it's because the big names that the total's only at 8.5. If you look into the advanced stats and everything, both these pitchers have been rocked all year long. Giolito has a 5.5 ERA in the season, and he's on the road tonight. Syndergaard has an almost 4 ERA. That's 9 with just the 2 starters. Total's 8.5. Give me the over.
All right, man. All right, I dig it. I dig it with you. I dig it. All right, well, last game of the night. We're going to move into the Dodgers and the Rockies, even if the graphic doesn't say so. We don't need it because this is my favorite play of the night. 8-0, Tyler Anderson, 3 ERA, sub-1 whip across 72 innings pitched, is in Colorado tonight to face the Rockies, who have lost 5 out of their last 6 games, straight reeling. Dodgers have won 5 out of their last 6 games. They're doing exactly what they should be doing. This one's easy. I'm taking the Dodgers on the run line here, minus 140 odds. They should beat up on Kuhl early. Anderson should get them through. The bullpen should get them the win. The bats should do the rest. Dodgers minus 1.5 is my favorite play tonight.
Square Nation, Yankees, Dodgers parlay, all over it tonight, plus 110.
Ooh, Square Nation, he said.
Square Nation.
All right, guys. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, before we get into our next segment, when it's just me and you, we run this damn show like Johnny Depp on the Pirates of the Caribbean, baby. And I could say that again because he got paid today. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
$300 million to star in the next Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. You can definitely say it again. But also, to be fair, it is a very small slate tonight. Shout out BBB, who will be back tomorrow, and we'll have our normal 3-hour banter show.
If he makes it, God only knows. Shout out to Man in the Back, Slam the Bookie. He wanted me to shout him out for what? We don't know. He doesn't do much. He's just like, press this button, that button, this button, that button.
Doesn't even have logins, but let's keep it rolling. Looks like we have a bad beat today. Hefe, do what you do. Bring that in.
All right, guys, you already know what we do here on Bad Beats. Are brought to you by our friends at Pikkit. Make sure you go download the Pikkit app. I am going to upload my free play on Pikkit right after this show concludes, but use code ATSSPOT and you could be entering some free cash giveaways weekly. There's QR code right in front of you. Man in the Back, roll them. I generally actually don't know what it is.
Really? Really? Really?
No. Oh, I fell asleep before this game ended.
Unbelievable game. I know exactly. This is going to be the under, right? Man in the Back, put something in the comments. This is for the under, right?
Clay's brother coming in clutch a little bit, right? First home run in 5 years the other day. Now this.
Jansen blows it in the ninth. 2-0 going into the ninth. Gives up 2. We go to the top of the 10th. Freddie Freeman, leadoff double. No outs, man on second. You think they're going to get a 4th run here. They do not. They do not.
Oh, my God. Look at that ump, man. That's good umping right there. I like that.
Yep. 3-3.
Yeah.
You think it's gone. It looked great off the bat, but just did not have it. So we're at 6 total runs now going to the 11th. Touches a foul ball. The ball would have went foul if he did not make contact. And the ball just sits.
Oof.
Yeah, it would have gone well. It would have gone well foul. Well foul. But I was on the Dodgers, so I was a very happy camper last night. Trey Turner coming up. Huge.
And then the Braves score nothing.
He did Braves money line. Braves money line is the bad beat.
I mean, it's a bad beat. Come on, these guys are 2-0.
2-0 in the ninth.
Yeah, and then they have that hit in the 10th that looked like a home run off the bat. I get it. No disrespect. Good bad beat today. Good bad beat today, man in the back. All right, Alpha, yell at us so we can give some best bets out.
Let's get it, boys. Best bets. First play of the night going with the Marlins and the Fighting BBBs under 7.5. Marlins Cardinals under 7.5. Second favorite play, White Sox Angels over 8.5. Third and final play, we're giving out the Rangers on the money line, -140.
Rolling with the Yankees on the run line, -1.5 at -135 odds. Rolling with the Dodgers on the run line, -1.5 at -140 odds. And rolling with the Crew out of Texas. The Rangers, -140 on the money line to take out the Royals tonight. Everybody, thank you for joining us today on Off the Bat, sponsored by Pure Wage. Make sure you go find out about it. If you don't know about them, Pure Wage 5 on Twitter. We will be back tomorrow, hopefully with BBB. We don't know. You'll know when we know. Until then, enjoy some baseball tonight.
Peace. Heard he got a nose job.
That's what I was trying to allude to. No.